Good morning, Facebook. This is Lori Flickinger coming to you live from Lori's Wellness Loft. And for those of you joining me for the first time, I am a health and life coach and an advanced energy healing practitioner. And my goal is to come on daily to give you little coaching gems that can have you living a happier, healthier life now. So good morning, everyone. Thanks for jumping on. I want to ask you a question before we get started. Hello, James, how are you? I want to ask you, on a scale from 1 to 10, how happy are you? Just drop that in the comments below. 1 being miserable, 10 being over the moon happy, okay? And if you don't want to do it in the comments below because this is public, just bring that number to mind right now and just really get clear on how happy are you. Okay, and I'm just curious to find out. So let's just imagine that you are an 8, okay? What I want to ask you is what would need to happen in order for you to get to a 9 or a 10? And the answer is different for everyone. And I've been researching happiness so much in these past few weeks, and it's very interesting what equates to happiness. And the difference is it depends on the individual, what they value, what they see as important, what they're craving, okay? So I find that the most important thing to realize that happiness comes from within the individual. It is a choice to be able to look on the bright side or to create happiness in a not so happy situation. So the thing is, here's another question for you. Why do you think you do anything in life? Why do you pursue any goals? And there's the lag on Facebook, so I'm going to answer it. The reason why you pursue anything in life, I don't care what it is, any goal you've ever pursued, is because you feel after you achieve that goal, you will be happy. Okay, I go to college to get a job, to make money, so I'll be happy. I get married and have 2 kids and live in a home with a white picket fence because it'll make me happy. I move to the islands to live on the beach with white sand because I believe it'll make me happy. But guess what, guys? It's not the goal, it is the journey. The journey is what makes you happy. And I can tell you what doesn't make you happy is when we're looking at life with a deficit, okay? So in life, there are different types of deficits. There are emotional deficits where you're not feeling that you are being emotionally nurtured by others and by yourself, okay? There are spiritual deficits where you feel that you're not connected to your source, to the universe, to your creator, to God, whatever your religious beliefs are, okay? That is a deficit there, a spiritual deficit. There are mental deficits where you feel that you're not being mentally challenged enough, where you're bored, where you need a little spark, a little something underneath you to challenge you mentally, because a lot of people really like a mental challenge. There are energetic deficits where we are in environments that are draining us energetically and we feel that we are being drained. Amanda, we are talking about happiness. We want to know on a scale from 1 to 10, how happy are you? Drop it in the comments below. And then there are material deficits. And as you note, and material deficits, I don't have enough. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough food. I don't have the right housing. And what you will notice is, and this is surprising, I want you to really take this to heart. People think it's the material. People are always looking for the material thing, but honestly, it is the connection. The people who are happiness in the world have the strongest community, the strongest emotional bonds, the strongest spiritual bonds. So it's not the people with the biggest bank accounts, guys. It's not the people who have achieved the highest goals. It's the people who are emotionally satisfied. Hello, Wendy. And Caitlin and Amanda, how are you? So take this down, guys. Here are my tips for the day. And guess what? All of you that are, I see people here that are signed up for my vision board class tomorrow night. When we get together for that vision board class, we are going to get really, really clear on what we want to create in the next year. So we're not just going to slap down pretty pictures. We are going to get clear on what is going to make us happy and satisfied in 2020. That's the difference here, guys. There's a little coaching involved. So, in a study, there's so many studies that I've researched, and I want to keep this brief. But in one of the studies where they looked to people to see who were the happiest people on earth, the one answer that was in common with all of them is they felt they were living the dream. Their life was the dream. But what is your dream? I want you to get clear on what your dream is, because when people come in and they start this coaching relationship with me, they want the dream. They want the happiness. As soon as they sit down, they say, I want to be happier. I want to be healthier. Every single person without fail wants to be happier and healthier. But they don't know what the dream is. So it's becoming clear on what you value, what's important to you, and it's different all the time. That's why we have to constantly ask ourselves the question of what we need to do now, okay? And that's constantly changing. So, number one, what is your dream? Number two, you need clarity on what you want, not what they want. What society wants isn't necessarily going to make you happy. If you are the type of person who is more driven by emotional connection or spiritual connection, then if somebody's telling you to go out and make more money or, go back to school for another degree, that's not going to motivate you, okay? Maybe the connection to the people in class will motivate you because you want that emotional connection. You want that community, that feeling of belonging. Does everybody get me? If you get what I'm saying, give me some hearts, give me some thumbs so I know you're still out there, guys. Number two, people who are happy do you. So you ever hear the saying, you do you? You have to do you, guys. If you're doing someone else, that's not being true. Thank you for the hearts and the thumbs up. You have to do you. You have to be true to you. But in order to do you, you have to know you. And people get very disconnected from who they are and what they need. And that's what we're going to do tomorrow night, is we're going to get really, really clear on who we are and what we need. That way we can pick the right goals that are going to make us even happier, and 8, 9, 10 happiness on the happiness scale in 2020. Okay? Last and not least, you have to learn to celebrate your accomplishments, how small they may be. You have to celebrate daily, and you have to give thanks all the time for the lessons. They're not always good. Listen, guys, when you are setting out to make changes and you are setting out to be different and be an outlier, guess what? You are going to stumble. You are going to trip. You're going to make mistakes. They're all lessons. And has anyone out there, show of hands, give me a hand, if you just came out of the womb knowing how to walk, talk, take care of yourself, all of these things that you learned when you came out, you were totally dependent, and you learned how to become independent, okay? Now I want us all to learn how to become interdependent and depend on this group that's coming together tomorrow night. If I enticed you, give me a call afterwards if you want to enroll. I think I have 2 spots left. Something else that I'm giving away today, I am giving away 3 Blitz calls. If you have found that you are floundering and you want to just pick up the phone and call me today and have a quick little 15-minute Blitz call with me, I will talk to you personally. Give me a call after the broadcast, 609-561-LORI. And if this was helpful, hit that little share button in the corner of your phone. I would so appreciate it. I hope you all have a happy, healthy day, and I will talk to you soon.